do I stop it? I'm sorry, I'm getting a save state ready for a specific part of this fight. Because it comes in 2 phases, and if I lose the second phase, I have to do the whole thing over, and when that happens, well, I don't wanna. Or if that happens, I don't wanna, so. Alright, let's call up Otacon real quick.
Snake, Rex's armor is impregnable. You can't do any damage with the weapons you've got. Rex uses the latest advances in compound armor. The only way you can pierce it is with a high-performance heat round.
So what do I do?
Rex's pilot seat operates exactly like a VR system. It's got multiple sensors connected to a high-tech interface used for the controls. It's completely self-enclosed and shut off from the outside environment.
He's not using his naked eyes?
That's right. So if you could somehow destroy the sensors... Do you see that round plate on Rex's left arm?
Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield.
That's a radome. If you can destroy that thing, it won't be able to use its electronic equipment.
So he'll be blinded.
Yeah, try to hit that radome with a Stinger missile.
Alright.
So that will stop it?
No. Rex was designed so it can be controlled manually, too.
Oh, great.
Great.
The part that looks like a beak is where the pilot
Snake
seat
gets
is.
me.
In an emergency, it'll open up. Rex's armor is perfect. You can't destroy it.
You told me that already.
But the interior is a different story.
I get it. First I destroy the radome. That will force him to open up the pilot's seat.
Right.
Feed him a missile
If
right
you
in the
could shoot a
face.
Stinger missile into the cockpit, you'll destroy the computer control system.
You intentionally designed it with a weak point?
It's not a weak point. I like to think of it as a character flaw. People just aren't complete without some type of character flaw, don't you think?
I guess so. I owe
Well,
you one, Otacon.
thanks for that. We are lucky. Alright, so because he uses sensors, the targeting of Rex can also be disrupted by chaff grenades. Ow! I guess I ran too close to it. Oh, I missed. Alright, so one of the most frustrating things about the fight are these stupid, not the camera, I want the stupid missiles. These missiles are frustrating because it seems so random when I can avoid them and when I can't. It just frustrates me most of the time. See, like right there, they're all curving out wide and such for reasons. Maybe it was because he launched them while they were still chaffed or whatever. The general rule of thumb is if you start out like further away from Rex and then run towards it, the missiles will probably miss. But that's not always the case, is the problem. Like, I've been hit by them randomly. It's frustrating. Ow. Okay, I got one more hit to go there. I do not want to get got by the, I don't want to get got by not having my, health up. I'm gonna get that ration because it'll respawn in a minute. Where did he go? Oh, I shot the wall. Oops. Alright. Oh, that sucked. Wow. I was doing so good for the first part of this, and then I just sucked it up here. There we go. Gotcha. Did you lose the liquid?
Did that do it?
Well, it's nice of him to come and help us. Oh snap, he's got a Mega Man arm now.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I'm a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi?
You're the only one who could stop her.
No, I can't.
Why?
Because I'm the one who killed her parents.
Oh,
I was young then
God.
and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister. Every time I looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
No, that would ruin her psyche. She was already, like, unhinged to a certain degree. That would wreck her.
Here's a final present from Deep Throat.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll stop it from
Mystery
moving.
revealed.
Fox!
Oh, yikes. Well, at least he's got the cannon arm still.
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox!
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
Darn right.
Destroyed the radome.
Love that line.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now! In front of you, I can finally do it.
Yeah, you can try and shoot, but Snake can't bring himself to do it.
I was taken from the battle, neither truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon, soon, it will finally end. Die! Snake, we're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in.
Oh man,
Snake,
such a good line.
farewell.
It sucks. And you're like roaring, mocking me. Oh.
Foolish man! He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself. Die!
Alright, so, first of all, making a save state right here. I hope you can forgive the cheating, but if I die here, I have to do the first part again, so I don't want to do that.
Colonel, Fox is dead.
I know. God rest his soul. Even a soldier needs more to live for than just fighting. Maybe if he'd found something else, he wouldn't have been so haunted.
He was too simple, too pure. There was nothing in this world for him to believe in. So he chose to believe only in himself.
I guess you're right. A man like Fox is really only looking for his death.
Yeah. But if you ask me, there's no happiness to be gained in death. No peace either. I'm gonna leave here alive.
Good. I want that too.
Alright, so in the second half of the fight, Liquid is looking at you with his own eyes instead of the Metal Gear sensors. So chaff grenades won't help you anymore because of that. You could try and use stun grenades, but they don't last as long, so they're not quite as helpful. Ow. There's a nice bit of a music change up from the first after Gray Fox dies. The regular battle music, or the regular boss battle, changes to a more somber version of the song. I enjoy it. Ow, really? Whew, dodge that. Let's try walking under him here. Maybe I could flank him. I don't know. I was expecting him to start turning. Yeah, like that. Come on. Oh, I shot the wall. Whoops. I couldn't get my controller to move for a second there. Oh, I missed there. Ooh, that was close. That was some risky business right there. Ow. Let's go get this last ration in the corner before he kills me. Ow. Alright, one more. We just need to hit him one more time. I'm not completely convinced he won't kill me before I can do that. Oh, got him. Suck it, Liquid.
Snake, I'll crush you into dust.
Grind you into dust. Oh. The big bad war machine isn't working anymore, is it? Yeah. Sucking. Ow. Blew up so hard it threw us into the wall. I guess all we gotta do now is find Meryl and get out of here. I'm sorry, what? We got tossed into a wall and we're out longer than the dude who was at the epicenter of the explosion? I call hacks of the highest caliber.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Dude, let it go.
What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then, we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie. So why are you here then? Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you
Well,
come?
the fact of the matter is, you cannot be
Well,
allowed to
I will
continue
tell
to do
you
what you
then.
do, regardless of...
You enjoy all the
What?
killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Oh, yeah? I mean, even if Colonel had been lying to Snake, the fact of the matter is, Liquid cannot be allowed to do what he was trying to do.
That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in. So they created us from his cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth.
Wow.
You and I were originally octuplets.
It's messed up.
Tuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born.
I don't know, I believe that you have to have
So it
some
was
kind
you
of
and
choice
I,
in the matter for you
2
to be an
fertilized
actual
eggs with
accomplice.
exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed.
That's
To create
not
you.
how that
I got all
works.
of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The Genome Soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare.
Oh, yeah?
Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking to the proverbial killer instinct. Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation Special Forces. That's how they became the Genome Soldiers. That's right. The Genome Soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
The Genome
Well, I don't know
Soldiers.
about that.
That's right. They
If it was
are our
artificial, I
brothers,
don't think it
created
counts.
artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Sacrifices?
Human experiments!
I mean, great, fine.